someone with us tonight who may not want anyone to know she's here. The toast of 2 continents and the Pink Pagoda in Seoul.
MASH stands out as a cherished series, yet behind its laughter and poignant moments lie secrets that the producers never intended for fans to discover. For instance, the character of Hawkeye Pierce was originally envisioned quite differently, with a more serious tone that evolved over time. Additionally, the show's iconic theme song, Suicide is Painless, was initially written as a satirical piece, but it took on a life of its own, becoming synonymous with the series. Moreover, the set design included hidden details that reflected the show's deeper themes, such as the use of specific colors to evoke emotions. The producers also had to navigate censorship issues, leading to the alteration of certain storylines that would have pushed boundaries. Behind the scenes, cast members formed strong bonds, but not all relationships were smooth. Tensions occasionally flared, particularly between certain actors, which the public never saw. These hidden dynamics added layers to the show's production that fans were unaware of. As we delve deeper, we will reveal more of these intriguing aspects that shaped MASH into the beloved classic it is today.
Devour an associate.
Now, just a minute. I'd be a little testy myself if I just finished a long,
MASH started as a book written by Richard Hooker, titled MASH, a novel about 3 Army doctors. This novel tells the story of a mobile Army hospital during the Korean War. Although it is not a true story, it draws inspiration from the real experiences of Dr. H. Richard Hornberger, who served as a surgeon in the Army during that time. Hornberger, using the pen name Richard Hooker, collaborated with W.C. Hines to write the book in 1956. This book laid the groundwork for what would become a cultural phenomenon. In 1970, a film adaptation was released, which became a significant hit. Following the success of the movie, 20th Century Fox decided to turn it into a television series. The pilot episode was created with the help of Gene Reynolds and others, maintaining the same setting and feel as both the book and the film while introducing its own unique vibe through the characters. However, Richard Hooker was not entirely pleased with the TV adaptation, feeling it was too comedic and watered down compared to his original vision. He particularly disliked the character of Hawkeye, who was based on him. After the war, Hornberger worked in a VA hospital, and later opened his own practice, gaining a reputation as a skilled surgeon with a humorous side. CBS insisted on having a laugh track for MASH, even though the actors and producers were not entirely happy with the idea. It seemed odd to have recorded laughter in a show set during a war. CBS believed that since many TV shows at the time had live audiences, viewers might not know when to laugh without it. They were concerned that people would not realize MASH was meant to be funny. Despite the creators' reservations, CBS remained firm on the issue. However, as the show progressed, they began to ease up on the laugh track. Eventually, for international broadcast, they decided to eliminate it altogether. There was one notable exception in the UK, where BBC Two accidentally aired an episode with a laugh track, and viewers reacted negatively. One critic even described it as unbearable. Fans of the show also noticed the absence of laughter during serious moments, which the producers intentionally ensured. They wanted those serious parts to remain impactful. In response, CBS agreed to mute the laughter during those scenes, and toned it down throughout the series. This compromise helped maintain a balance between comedy and drama, allowing the show to resonate with its audience. McLean Stevenson initially auditioned for the role of Hawkeye Pierce, a part that ultimately went to Alan Alda. However, the producers recognized Stevenson's talents and cast him as Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake, a character known for his iconic bucket hat. Blake quickly became a fan favorite, and viewers were deeply affected when he left the 4077th in the episode titled Abyssinia. Henry. The emotional impact of his departure resonated strongly with the audience, marking a significant moment in the series. Meanwhile, Wayne Rogers, who played Trapper John for 3 seasons, was not the first choice for the role. Comedian Robert Klein was initially offered the part, but turned it down, a decision he may have regretted later. Rogers, dissatisfied with Hawkeye's gruffness, requested to read for Trapper John, and the role suited him perfectly. Harry Morgan later joined the cast as Colonel Sherman T. Potter, a character beloved for his firm yet caring leadership style. Morgan's portrayal earned him an Emmy, and he continued to embody the character in the spin-off after MASH. Before taking on the role of Potter, he made a memorable appearance as Major General Bartford. Morgan's talent caught the producer's attention, leading to future roles that showcased his versatility and charm.
Beneath them, I'm just an ordinary man who is as prone to temptation as you are.
Jamie Farr, known for his role as Corporal Klinger, brought real-life military experience to the iconic series MASH. He served in the U.S. Army and even acted in training films, which added depth to his portrayal. Farr went the extra mile by wearing his own dog tags from his military service throughout the series. This interesting detail about his dog tags was not revealed until the DVD box set, where special interviews with the cast highlighted this personal touch. Alan Alda, who played Captain Hawkeye Pierce, found MASH to be his biggest role. His background as a gunnery officer in the Army Reserve after the Korean War lent authenticity to his character. Like many men of his generation, Alda enlisted after completing his education at Fordham University. His military experience helped him understand the challenges faced by soldiers during wartime. Farr and Alda were not alone in their military backgrounds. Wayne Rogers, who portrayed Trapper John McIntyre, served in the U.S. Navy, while Mike Farrell, who played B.J. Honeycutt, was a Marine Corps veteran. With their real-life experiences, these actors added an extra layer of authenticity to their performances, making MASH even more impactful.
In Toledo, there are a whole lot of hot dogs running around without a thing to wear.
You know what'll go great with this is 500 empty beer cans.
Wayne Rogers, who played Captain Trapper John McIntyre in the 1972 TV series MASH, initially auditioned for the role of Hawkeye. However, he found the character of Hawkeye too grumpy for his liking. This led him to request an audition for Trapper instead, a decision that turned out to be a great fit for him. Despite his success in the role, Rogers eventually felt overshadowed by Alan Alda's portrayal of Hawkeye. He had expected a more balanced sharing of screen time, similar to what was seen in the original movie. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and after 3 seasons, he decided to leave the show. When he announced his departure, the producers claimed he would be breaking his contract. However, Rogers had never signed a contract, allowing him to leave without any complications. After MASH, he pursued a variety of projects in Hollywood, acting in films and taking on roles in producing, writing, and directing. He also ventured into finance, starting his own stock investment company. Additionally, he appeared on a TV show called Cashing In, where he discussed financial matters.
No, really, I heard him tell Colonel Blank to keep it quiet.
Klinger was initially meant to appear in just 1 episode of MASH, and he was not even part of the original book that inspired the series. However, viewers quickly fell in love with him, leading to his transformation into a regular character throughout all 11 seasons. Jamie Farr brought Klinger to life with charm and humor, making it hard to imagine the show without him. The original concept for Klinger included him being gay, which would have been a groundbreaking portrayal for television at that time. Despite this, fans enjoyed his antics and the wild outfits he wore in his attempts to get out of the war. As the series progressed, Farr made the decision to phase out Klinger's recurring gag of dressing in women's clothing. He wanted to protect his children from any teasing at school due to their father's on-screen wardrobe choices. Once Klinger became the company clerk, he abandoned the dresses entirely, which must have been a relief for Farr. This change allowed him to focus on the character's development without the added pressure of his family's reactions to his outfits. Klinger's evolution reflected not only the character's growth, but also the changing dynamics of the show as it continued to resonate with audiences. In the early seasons of MASH, many storylines drew inspiration from real events that occurred during the Korean War. The production team gathered these stories directly from the experiences of MASH surgeons, nurses, and patients who lived through the conflict. Some of the narratives were so intense that the writers had to tone them down for television. Today, with more relaxed standards in TV storytelling, it raises questions about what additional elements could have been included. While the show aimed for accuracy, there were still notable slip-ups. For instance, the actors wore sneakers instead of real army boots, as the boots were too loud and uncomfortable. This choice did not quite fit the time period. Other goofs included the presence of aluminum cans and UPC codes on candy bars, which did not exist during the Korean War. Scenes were carefully shot to hide these mistakes. The actors also learned a great deal from real Korean War veterans who shared their stories. Some of these accounts were so detailed that not all could be included in the show. The writers had to be cautious with sensitive material, especially regarding graphic scenes. Additionally, Gary Berghoff, who played Radar, hit his hand on the show due to a deformity. further illustrating the lengths the production went to in order to maintain a certain image while respecting the real-life experiences of those who served.
All right, Hawkeye, I'll help you by not answering the letter.
In November 1971, Larry Gelbart, a seasoned screenwriter, crafted the pilot episode of MASH in just 2 whirlwind days, earning a remarkable $25,000 for his work. Despite his frustrations with the Hollywood scene, Gelbart was drawn to the challenge of adapting Robert Altman's iconic film for television. He took inspiration from Altman's work and created a script that captured the film's essence while tailoring it for the episodic format of television. The pilot introduced viewers to the chaotic and zany world of the 4077th Mobile Army Surgical Hospital during the Korean War. It showcased the antics of the irreverent yet skilled medical personnel, led by the wisecracking Captain Hawkeye Pierce and his easygoing sidekick, Trapper John McIntyre. Gelbart's script skillfully blended humor with poignant reflections on the absurdity of war, setting a tone that resonated throughout the series. The pilot's success was pivotal, paving the way for a long-running series that captivated audiences for 11 seasons. Despite Gelbart's initial apprehensions, the pilot episode of MASH proved to be a resounding success, garnering critical acclaim and laying the foundation for one of the most beloved television shows of all time.
It's Sunday again. I'm sure.
As the series progressed, the writers of MASH faced the challenge of naming characters in a way that kept the show grounded in reality. Ken Levine, one of the writers, believed in using real names whenever possible. This approach not only added authenticity, but also made the characters feel more relatable. However, after years of writing, the team began to run low on creative ideas for names. To simplify the process, they even resorted to giving some nurses generic names derived from the military's phonetic alphabet. Each script often followed a specific theme for naming characters. For instance, in one episode from the 6th season, patients were named after the 1977 California Angels infield. The following season, they switched to names from the 1978 Los Angeles Dodgers. This clever use of baseball player names was not the only way the writers infused personal touches into the show. In the episode Goodbye Radar, Radar's new girlfriend was named after one of Levine's old friends, Patty Haven. These small details enriched the characters and contributed to the show's overall authenticity, making it resonate with viewers on a deeper level.
To brass tacks. We're smack in the middle of our semi-annual visit from everybody's favorite disease.
As McLean Stevenson prepared to leave the show, the episode titled Abyssinia, Henry became his farewell. The news of his departure was already a significant blow to the cast and fans alike. But the way his character, Henry Blake, was written out shocked everyone. The cast learned of Henry's fate just moments before filming the pivotal scene, with only Alan Alda being aware of the twist beforehand. In the episode, Henry was seen preparing to leave the 4077th and return home, saying goodbye to his friends and comrades. However, in a devastating turn of events, Radar bursts in with the heartbreaking news that Henry's plane had been shot down over the Sea of Japan, leaving no survivors. This shocking moment outraged fans, leading to CBS receiving over 1,000 complaint letters. The show's creators used Stevenson's departure to make a statement about the harsh realities of war. Reactions to the decision to kill off Henry Blake were mixed. Larry Linville praised it as brilliant, while Gary Berghoff expressed frustration at not receiving an Emmy for his performance in the episode. Despite the controversy surrounding this plot twist, MASH continued to thrive, solidifying its status as one of the most iconic television series of all time.
There isn't time for that.
My confession alone would take a year.
MASH wasn't just a hit show. It served as a launchpad for many stars who later became big names in Hollywood. Director and actor Ron Howard, known for his role in Happy Days and for directing films like Apollo 13, had a memorable stint as a Marine on the show. He is not the only notable guest. Shelley Long, Leslie Nielsen, Blythe Danner, Ed Begley Jr., and Rita Wilson all had their time at the 4077th. Perhaps one of the most touching guest spots came from Patrick Swayze, known for his roles in Dirty Dancing and Ghost. He played a soldier battling not just injuries but also leukemia. Swayze's appearance took on a new poignancy after his passing from pancreatic cancer in 2009. Before becoming a household name on Three's Company, John Ritter graced the 477th with his presence. Lawrence Fishburne also took on a challenging role in an episode that dealt with racism in the military. With its 11-year run and immense popularity, MASH attracted a slew of famous faces. so next time you're watching, keep an eye out for familiar names in the credits. You might be surprised by who you find.
That's ridiculous.
Set during the Korean War from 1950 to 1953, MASH premiered in 1972 and ran until 1983, lasting more than 3 times longer than the actual conflict. As the series progressed, viewers noticed the actors visibly aging, with wrinkles and graying hair becoming more prominent. This aging process added a layer of realism to the characters, suggesting that the stress of war had taken its toll on them over the years. Despite the discrepancy in timelines, the series captured the essence of Army doctors and nurses navigating through the challenges of a conflict that spanned only 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days. Through its 11-year run, MASH provided a poignant and enduring portrayal of life during wartime, blending humor with the harsh realities faced by those in the medical field. The show highlighted the emotional and physical burdens carried by its characters, making it a significant cultural touchstone that resonated with audiences long after the final episode aired.
Let's get this bleeding stopped pronto. Klinger, another unit.
Way ahead of you, sir. I already got it.
During his time on MASH, Alan Alda made history by directing 31 episodes, writing 13 episodes, and acting in every single one. This remarkable achievement earned him the distinction of being the first person to win an Emmy for writing, directing, and acting in a show. Beyond his groundbreaking work on MASH, Alda's career has spanned a wide range of projects. Despite his busy schedule, he always made time for his family, commuting from Los Angeles to New Jersey every weekend to be with them. His decision not to uproot his family for the sake of his career speaks to his commitment to both his work and his loved ones. After MASH concluded, Alda continued to make his mark in Hollywood. He appeared in iconic shows like ER and The West Wing, and collaborated with acclaimed director Woody Allen in Manhattan Murder Mystery. Alda's talent and versatility have earned him numerous accolades, including 6 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. His contributions to MASH, both on screen and behind the scenes, have left a lasting mark on television history.
You might have worn your ring.
Radar's teddy bear from MASH was more than just a prop. It was practically a character in its own right. This iconic stuffed animal, which had no official name, became a beloved symbol of the show's charm and nostalgia. After spending some time in the Smithsonian, the bear went up for auction in the summer of 2005, starting with an initial bid of $1,500. Accompanying the bear was a letter of authenticity from Gary Berghoff, the actor who portrayed Radar. This letter confirmed the bear's origin, and it quickly became a hot item, attracting 19 eager bidders. The final bid soared to over $14,000, far exceeding expectations, and showcasing the enduring popularity of MASH and the sentimental value fans placed on its memorabilia. The bear's journey did not end with the show's conclusion. It was lost for 30 years before resurfacing at an auction in 2005. Gary Berghoff was determined to reclaim this piece of television history, so he bought it back after a medical student purchased it for $11,500. The story of Radar's teddy bear serves as a heartwarming reminder of the lasting impact that memorabilia from beloved TV shows can have on fans and collectors alike. The bear's significance transcends its physical form, embodying the memories and emotions tied to the series and its characters.
Is a rare individual. Not only is he honest and trustworthy,
In the last episode of MASH, the characters took part in a touching moment by burying a time capsule. This capsule was meant to symbolize their memories and experiences during the war, reflecting the emotional journey they had shared throughout the series. Inspired by this storyline, the cast and crew decided to create a real-time capsule on the set. However, just 2 months after it was buried, the land where the capsule rested was sold, and construction crews began their work on the site. To everyone's surprise, a construction worker unearthed the capsule. He reached out to Alan Alda, one of the show's stars, to ask what he should do with it. Alda advised him to keep it, but the worker's reaction was less than enthusiastic. It is a sad twist that the capsule, intended to preserve memories, was discovered so soon after its burial. Despite this unexpected turn of events, the sentiment behind the capsule remains strong. It serves as a tangible reminder of the show's legacy and the friendships shared among its cast and crew.
you're talking very fast, Captain.
Try listening slow.
Attention. Major Robbins, report for emergency.
Throughout its run, MASH tackled a wide range of topics, reflecting the complexities of war and its impact on individuals. Remarkably, only one episode was rejected by the network. This particular episode depicted soldiers vying for a chance to return home, a storyline that CBS considered unpatriotic and disrespectful to those serving in the war. The rejection of this episode sheds light on the broader context of the times. The Korean War was a contentious and controversial conflict, with many Americans questioning its legitimacy and morality. The rejection underscored the delicate balance the show's creators had to maintain. While the storyline may have been based on real events and reflected the sentiments of some soldiers, the network deemed it unfit for mass audiences, feeling it had too much of an anti-military stance. Despite its rejection, the episode serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by soldiers and highlights the moral dilemmas inherent in wartime situations.
What a beautiful letter. I think I'm going to cry.
Good, I don't want to be the only one.
Loretta Swit played the iconic character Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan throughout MASH's 11-season run. Her outstanding performance earned her 2 Emmy Awards, solidifying her status as the blonde bombshell of the 4077. Over the course of the series, Major Houlihan underwent a remarkable transformation. She went from an icy figure entangled in an affair with a married man to a warm and supportive comrade to her fellow nurses and surgeons. Swit's portrayal resonated deeply with audiences, so much so that she still receives fan mail to this day. This is proof of the enduring impact of MASH on television history. While Swit cherishes her time on the show, her favorite episodes include Margaret's engagement, Hot Lips, and Empty Arms, and The Nurses. Throughout her tenure, Swit advocated for her character's depth and evolution. She pushed for more nuanced portrayals that reflected the complexities of real women. Despite her immense contribution to the series, Swit humbly admits that she doesn't watch reruns of MASH or any other television shows.
Right, Colonel.
Now they got me to...
As we close the curtain on another unforgettable episode of MASH, the laughter and tears linger in the air. But the story doesn't end here. What happened to the beloved cast after the final credits rolled? Behind the scenes, their lives took unexpected turns, filled with triumphs, challenges, and remarkable transformations. From the iconic Hawkeye to the sharp-witted Margaret, each actor carved out a unique path that often mirrored the complexities of their characters. Did they find success in new roles, or did they step away from the spotlight altogether? Some faced personal struggles that tested their resilience, while others became advocates for causes close to their hearts. Join us as we delve into the fascinating journeys of these talented individuals, revealing the secrets and surprises that shaped their lives after MASH. You won't want to miss the stories that continue to resonate long after the show's end.
As long as it's ours.
Watch it. Oh.
Wayne Rogers portrayed Captain Trapper John McIntyre in the 1972 TV series MASH, bringing a blend of charm and wit to the character. Trapper was known for his rebellious spirit and camaraderie with fellow doctors, often using humor to cope with the horrors of war. Rogers' performance was pivotal in establishing the show's tone, balancing comedy with a serious backdrop of the Korean War. After leaving MASH in 1975, Rogers faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched his earlier success, leading him to explore opportunities in producing and directing. In his personal life, Rogers experienced hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He faced financial difficulties in the 1980s, which he overcame by investing in real estate. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. In his later years, he became a financial consultant, sharing his knowledge with others. Wayne Rogers passed away in December 2015, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumphs and struggles. His life reflects the complexities of fame and the resilience required to navigate it.
Your point is duly noted, Father.
Then you'll ask him back?
I shall think about it.
Well...
Harry Morgan portrayed Colonel Sherman T. Potter in the 1972 TV series MASH, bringing a blend of authority and warmth to the character. Potter, a seasoned officer, often served as a father figure to the younger staff, balancing the harsh realities of war with a sense of humor and compassion. Morgan's performance was marked by a deep understanding of the character's complexities, reflecting the struggles of leadership in a chaotic environment. After MASH ended in 1983, Morgan continued to work in television and film, appearing in shows like After MASH and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the death of his wife, Eileen, in 1985, which left a profound impact on him. Morgan also dealt with the pressures of fame and the industry, but he remained a beloved figure. In his later years, Morgan became a voice for veterans, sharing his experiences and advocating for their rights. He passed away in 2011 at the age of 96, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and dedication to his craft. His final years were spent in quiet reflection, away from the spotlight, yet his influence endures in the hearts of fans and fellow actors alike.
He's been trying to kill himself since he got to Korea.
Hey, soldier, you can't go in there.
Jamie Farr's portrayal of Corporal Maxwell Q. Klinger in the 1972 TV series MASH became iconic. Klinger, known for his outrageous attempts to get discharged from the Army by dressing in women's clothing, was a complex character who brought humor to the grim realities of war. Farr infused Klinger with a depth that resonated with audiences, showcasing the struggles of a soldier caught between duty and personal identity. After MASH ended in 1983, Farr faced personal challenges. He dealt with the loss of his mother, which deeply affected him. He also faced financial difficulties in the late 1980s, leading to a brief period of uncertainty in his career. Despite these hardships, Farr continued to work in television and theater, appearing in various guest roles and stage productions. In his personal life, Farr has been open about his struggles with depression, stemming from the pressures of fame and the loss of loved ones. He has also been involved in charitable work, particularly for veterans organizations. As of the latest updates, Jamie Farr remains a beloved figure in entertainment, often reflecting on his past with a sense of gratitude and resilience.
Play ball, huh? For the good of the outfit. You don't want to give the red.
Todd Sussman played the role of the PA announcer in the iconic 1972 TV series MASH. His voice became a familiar sound, delivering crucial announcements that added to the show's unique atmosphere. Though his role was minor, it was essential in creating the backdrop of the Korean War setting. Sussman's career extended beyond MASH, with appearances in various television shows and films, including guest spots on series like The Twilight Zone and The X-Files. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including a battle with depression that stemmed from the pressures of the entertainment industry. Sussman also dealt with the fallout from a publicized divorce that left him reeling emotionally and financially. In recent years, information about him has become scarce, leading to speculation about his current whereabouts and well-being. As of the latest updates, he remains out of the public eye, leaving fans to wonder about the man behind the voice that once echoed through the halls of a fictional MASH unit.
A wonderful moment. I just wanted to share it with some of my friends.
Yeah, but two's company. Third.
Timothy Brown portrayed Captain Oliver Harmon Spearchucker Jones in the 1972 TV series MASH. His character, a skilled surgeon and former football player, brought a unique blend of humor and depth to the show. Brown's performance was notable for its charm, but the role was also a reflection of the racial dynamics of the time, as he was one of the few black characters in a predominantly white cast. After MASH, Brown faced significant challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched his talent, leading to a decline in his acting opportunities. In his personal life, Brown encountered hardships, including financial difficulties and battles with addiction. He faced a scandal in the late 1980s when he was arrested for drug possession, which further complicated his career. Despite these struggles, he remained resilient, eventually transitioning to a career in sports commentary and coaching. The last known information about Timothy Brown indicates he has largely stayed out of the public eye, focusing on personal recovery and mentoring young athletes. His journey reflects both the challenges and triumphs of a life shaped by the complexities of fame and personal demons.
Late Lieutenant Willis, CID.
What happened?
He came here investigating Walker.
William Christopher portrayed Father Francis Mulcahy in the 1972 television series MASH, a character marked by his deep compassion and unwavering faith amidst the chaos of war. Christopher's portrayal brought a unique blend of humor and solemnity, making Mulcahy a beloved figure. His character often served as a moral compass, navigating the complexities of life and death in a military hospital. After MASH ended in 1983, Christopher faced personal challenges. He struggled with the typecasting that often follows successful roles, finding it difficult to secure significant parts. He appeared in various television shows and films, but none matched the impact of his role as Mulcahy. In his personal life, Christopher dealt with the loss of his son, who faced health issues, a tragedy that deeply affected him. In later years, he became involved in charity work, particularly for organizations supporting children with disabilities. Christopher's life was marked by resilience, navigating the shadows of fame and personal loss. He passed away in December 2021, leaving behind a legacy of kindness and compassion. Alan Alda's portrayal of Captain Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce in the 1972 TV series MASH became iconic, showcasing a complex character who balanced humor with deep moral convictions. Alda infused Hawkeye with a sense of humanity, often reflecting the absurdity of war while grappling with its harsh realities. His performance earned him critical acclaim and several awards, solidifying his place in television history. After MASH ended in 1983, Alda faced personal and professional challenges. He struggled with the pressure of being typecast and sought diverse roles in film and theater. His work in movies like The Four Seasons and The Aviator showcased his range, but he also faced setbacks, including a difficult period in the late 1980s when he battled depression. Alda's life was marked by personal hardships, including the death of his father, a struggling actor, which left a lasting impact on him. He has been open about his experiences with family and mental health, advocating for awareness and understanding. In recent years, Alda has continued to work, focusing on projects that resonate with him, including his podcast and writing. As of now, he remains active in the entertainment industry, sharing his insights and experiences, while also dealing with the challenges of aging.
Me what?
Ever been unfaithful?
To whom?
Well, who could you be unfaithful to?
Myself, or open?
McLean Stevenson portrayed Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake in the 1972 series MASH, bringing a blend of warmth and humor to a character facing the grim realities of war. His portrayal resonated with audiences, showcasing Blake's struggles to maintain morale among his troops while grappling with the chaos of the Korean War. Stevenson's departure from the show in the third season was shocking, as his character was killed off in a dramatic twist that left a lasting impact on fans. After MASH, Stevenson faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the popularity of Blake, leading to a series of less successful projects. His personal life was marked by hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He faced financial difficulties and battled depression, which he openly discussed in interviews. In the late 1980s, he attempted a comeback with various television roles, but never regained his former fame. Stevenson passed away in 1996 from cancer, leaving behind a legacy as a beloved television figure. His life was a complex tapestry of triumphs and struggles, reflecting the darker side of fame. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, a testament to his enduring impact on television history.
Anybody?
What you would have done, sir.
Kelly Nakahara portrayed Lieutenant Kelly Yamato RN in the 1972 television series MASH. Her character was a dedicated nurse, often providing a calm presence amid the chaos of war. Nakahara's performance brought depth to the role, showcasing the struggles and resilience of medical staff during the Korean War. After MASH ended, Nakahara faced personal challenges. She dealt with the pressures of being typecast and struggled to find substantial roles in Hollywood. Despite this, she continued to work in television and film, appearing in shows like The Love Boat and in various voice roles, including in animated series. Nakahara also faced hardships in her personal life. She experienced the loss of her husband, which deeply affected her. In her later years, she turned to painting, finding solace in art. She became known for her watercolor landscapes, which reflected her inner journey. The last known information about Nakahara is that she passed away in February 2023, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and creativity. Her life was marked by both triumphs and trials, embodying the complexities of an artist navigating the entertainment industry.
Drive me wild.
Oh, be wild, Frank. Be wild.
I'd like to slip into...
G.W. Bailey portrayed Sergeant Luther Rizzo in the 1972 TV series MASH, bringing a unique blend of humor and depth to the character. Rizzo was a tough, no-nonsense soldier, often caught in the chaos of war, reflecting the darker aspects of military life. Bailey's performance highlighted the struggles of those serving in a conflict, showcasing the emotional toll it took on individuals. After MASH, Bailey's career continued with notable roles in films like Police Academy and television shows such as Major Crimes. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. Bailey also dealt with the pressures of fame, leading to periods of introspection and withdrawal from the public eye. In recent years, Bailey has remained relatively private, focusing on his work in theater and occasional television appearances. As of the latest updates, he continues to live away from the spotlight, reflecting on a career marked by both triumph and personal trials. Marcia Strassman portrayed Nurse Margie Cutler in the 1972 TV series MASH, bringing a blend of warmth and strength to her character. Margie was a dedicated nurse who navigated the chaos of a mobile army surgical hospital during the Korean War. Strassman's performance resonated with viewers, showcasing the emotional toll of war on medical staff. After MASH, Strassman faced challenges in her career, struggling to find roles that matched her early success. She appeared in various television shows and films, but none reached the same level of acclaim. In her personal life, Strassman dealt with significant hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actor Robert F. Kennedy Jr., which ended in divorce. She also faced health issues, battling breast cancer, which she fought with resilience. Strassman remained active in advocacy, particularly for cancer awareness. The last known information about her life is that she passed away in 2020, leaving behind a legacy of strong female characters and a commitment to her craft.
30-piece set of china in 10 minutes flat. Less if they didn't mind having a 60-piece set.
David Ogden Stiers portrayed Major Charles Winchester in the 1972 TV series MASH, bringing a complex character to life. Winchester was a skilled surgeon, often seen as a foil to the more laid-back Hawkeye. Stiers infused the role with a sense of elitism and sophistication, yet also revealed the character's vulnerabilities and struggles with the harsh realities of war. His performance was marked by a blend of arrogance and deep-seated compassion, making Winchester a memorable part of the ensemble. After MASH, Stiers continued to work in television and film, earning acclaim for his voice work in animated features and series. However, his life was not without challenges. Stiers faced personal hardships, including a battle with substance abuse, which he later overcame. He was open about his struggles, using his experiences to connect with others facing similar issues. In his later years, he became an advocate for various causes, including the arts and mental health awareness. Stiers passed away in March 2018, leaving behind a legacy of talent and resilience. His final years were spent in quiet reflection, focusing on his health and the impact he had made in the entertainment industry. His contributions continue to resonate with fans and colleagues alike.
They explode and the fish float to the surface.
Wonderful. Fresh fish filleted.
Loretta Swit portrayed Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan in the 1972 TV series MASH, a role that became iconic for its blend of strength and vulnerability. Swit's performance captured the complexities of a woman in a male-dominated environment, often battling for respect while navigating her own emotional struggles. Her character evolved from a strict, by-the-book officer to a more nuanced figure, revealing layers of compassion and humanity. After MASH ended in 1983, Swit faced personal challenges. She dealt with the loss of her father, which deeply affected her. Professionally, she continued to act in theater and television but struggled to find roles that matched the depth of Margaret Houlihan. Swit also became an advocate for animal rights, channeling her passion into activism. In her personal life, Swit faced scrutiny and rumors, including a high-profile relationship with actor Alan Alda, which was often speculated upon but never confirmed. As of the latest updates, Swit remains active in her advocacy work and occasionally appears at conventions, reflecting on her time in MASH and the impact it had on her life.
And most of the others should go away. But there's a lot of suffering going on here, Hawk.
Mike Farrell portrayed Captain B.J. Honeycutt in the 1972 series MASH, bringing a blend of humor and depth to the character. B.J. was a skilled surgeon, known for his compassion and strong moral compass, often serving as a counterbalance to the more cynical characters. Farrell's performance resonated with audiences, making B.J. a beloved figure in the series. After MASH ended in 1983, Farrell's career continued in television and film, but he faced challenges. He starred in shows like Providence and appeared in various movies, yet none matched the iconic status of MASH. His personal life was marked by hardships, including the tragic death of his first wife, Judy, from cancer in 1983. This loss deeply affected him, leading to a period of introspection. Farrell became an advocate for social issues, particularly in the realm of human rights and animal welfare. He faced controversies, including criticism for his outspoken political views, which sometimes alienated fans. As of the latest updates, Farrell remains active in advocacy work and occasionally appears in interviews reflecting on his past and the impact of MASH on his life.
Huh? What is it?
Father McKay's back from Seoul. He says he's got news.
All right, good. Get us a chopper. Tag these two for the one.
Larry Linville's portrayal of Major Frank Burns in the 1972 TV series MASH was marked by a complex blend of arrogance and vulnerability. His character, often seen as a foil to the more likable characters, embodied the struggles of a man caught between duty and personal ambition. Linville's performance brought depth to Burns, making him both a target of ridicule and a tragic figure in the chaotic world of war. After MASH ended in 1983, Linville faced personal and professional challenges. He struggled with the typecasting that often follows iconic roles, leading to fewer opportunities in television and film. Linville's life was not without hardship. He experienced 2 divorces, which took a toll on his emotional well-being. He battled depression and sought therapy, revealing a darker side to his public persona. In his later years, Linville found some solace in theater, performing in various productions. He also faced health issues, including a battle with cancer. Larry Linville passed away in 2000, leaving behind a legacy that was both celebrated and shadowed by the complexities of his life. His final years were marked by a quiet reflection on his career and the impact of his most famous role. Gary Berghoff portrayed Corporal Walter Radar O'Reilly in the 1972 TV series MASH, bringing a unique blend of innocence and depth to the character. Radar, known for his ability to anticipate the needs of others, became a beloved figure, embodying the struggles of war with a touch of humor. Berghoff's performance was marked by a genuine vulnerability, which resonated with audiences and set him apart in a cast of strong personalities. After MASH ended in 1983, Berghoff faced personal challenges. He struggled with a transition from a beloved character to life outside the spotlight. His career included stage performances and guest appearances, but he never recaptured the same level of fame. Berghoff also dealt with the emotional toll of his father's death and the pressures of public life. In 1995, he faced a scandal when he was accused of animal cruelty related to his pet raccoon, which he denied. In recent years, Berghoff has largely retreated from public life, focusing on painting and his family. The last known information indicates he lives a quiet life, away from the Hollywood scene, reflecting on his past while embracing a more private existence.
Oh, by the way, I thought you might appreciate these.
Wow, silk. Thank you, sir.
As we wrap up our look at the iconic series MASH, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This show, which aired from 1972 to 1983, not only entertained but also tackles serious issues like war, friendship, and the human spirit. The cast, including Alan Alda, Loretta Swit, and Jamie Farr, faced their own challenges, from navigating the pressures of fame to dealing with personal losses. Alda's portrayal of Hawkeye Pierce became a symbol of compassion and humor amidst chaos, while Swit's strong character, Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan, broke stereotypes and showcased resilience. Did you watch MASH during your childhood? What memories do you have connected to this beloved series? Perhaps you remember gathering around the TV with family or sharing laughs over the show's clever writing. We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences are a part of what makes MASH a timeless classic.